Hello, hello, hello. Hope everyone is doing well today. Um, Things seem to be going all right over here. Although I've got a really iffy connection. That's kind of annoying. Well, it's gotten back up. Anyway, yeah, it's been a week, but yeah, overall it hasn't been that bad. But yeah, and yay, you're at the 45 club. Bahamut, thank you for the subscriptions. 5 months. Damn nice. Appreciate you all. Let's see if we can't start the game. Breakfast pizzas. And comics, yeah. No, it's a good storyline you've got going on. Yeah, for lunch decided to make a pretty epic Reuben sandwich. Um, the deli has actually got some local bacon, so had them slice it up real thick. Um, Put that in with a Reuben with some sauerkraut, some alfalfa sprouts, corned beef, obviously. I went with cheddar rather than Swiss, but yeah, it was tasty. Also, air fried some curly fries. So let's resume our expedition. Yes, thick bacon. Spelt with two C's. Wake up! Time to put on your makeup. Okay. So, hey, tail nubs. 22-month streak. Goodness, nearly 2 years. Thank you very much. Pizza for dinner? I mean, it's a good time for pizza. Well, I mean, if you have pizza in the morning, pizza in the evening, and pizza for supper time, but you put pizza on a bagel, you can have pizza anytime. Nope. I had pizza for a long time. Well, I'm glad it's coming off an illness and not getting deeper into said illness. Recovery is certainly ideal. Well, it was Tailnoms who was sick. Seth, who hasn't had pizza in a while. But I am... definitely hoping for the less sick. It's all okay. That is true. The game does not have Minecraft rules, but on the bright side, at least I know which water areas have deeper waters. Here on the rapids with Ned Beatty. Well, I definitely want to hear. So... you couldn't jump into any water. Wow. Like, I remember picking or futzing around with Minecraft when, like, there was no actual mining. It was just like proof of concept where you set down bricks and stuff like that. I think so. You have to have water a certain depth when you jump into it. I mean, that makes logical sense. Okay, am I in the right place? Yes, I am. And I turn that on. There's only 1 or 2 biomes, yeah. But yeah, I think the first time I played it was like a very early edition, then I didn't play it for a while. Then I picked at it for a little bit, then didn't for a while. That'd be kind of fun. Okay, am I in the right space? I don't think so. Yeah, no, this is just telling me to... Aha! I mean, I certainly died a lot in that world myself. Okay, this just brought me back here. I want to find that outdoor jamboree. Ah, I had to go diggy diggy dig. Okay, I've got to be in the wrong spot. Maybe I go up? By up, I mean down? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get your nomai on the floor. Gotta get up to get down. Gotta get up to get down. Yeah, rest in peace, Coolio. So I believe yes. Coolio was a rapper, became famous in the mid 90s or so with, such songs as Gangsta's Paradise and the like. Uh, been doing a whole bunch of different stuff. Did the, opening for, the Keenan and Kel show. Um, from all that I can remember about him, he seemed to be a relatively chill dude. Um, he had some beef with Al Yankovic because of Amish Paradise, because uh, essentially Al talked to his agent rather than him for permission. Um, and when his agent gave him permission, he figured he talked to the right person. And did not. So there was a bit of miffness going between them. Understandable. I mean, yeah, no, if I recall right, I don't know if they were friends by the end of Coolio's death, but there was no animosity between them. As it was just, things happen. Okay, I think I'm in the wrong area. Farms are good. Okay, I'm relatively certain this is the world for the mansion, right? The place that I'm calling the mansion. Am I going the... Oh, yeah. Oh, no problem there, Travis. Bon appetit. Oh, that's right. I turned those off. And then I head to the top of the tower. That's right. Hey, Dolph. And then from the secret chamber... Nope. Never mind. Okay. Posture check. Yep, thank you. And squats. Okie dokie. One, two, and two, and three, and two, and four, and two, 5, and 2, and 6, and 2, and 7, and 2, 8, and 2, and 9, and 2, and 10, and 2. Okay. And hydrate. Ugh. Turkey thing and a long thing in an aluminum pan, and turkey was just a log? Interesting. Okay. Okay. Oh, speaking of, I didn't get it because I grabbed the corned beef and the local bacon, but yeah, I'm glad my new uh, grocery store deli has turkey pastrami. Um, Regular pastrami's fine. I don't know why I really like turkey pastrami so much. Last time you had was cooked by Mick. Oh, that must have been absolutely wonderful. Turkey meat product. Okay. I mean, taste good is always good. And not being full of, like, you know, terribleness is even better. Okay. Turkey spam? I mean, I guess that makes sense. I'll admit, I've not had spam. I know it's pretty much just a hunk of bologna, which, you know, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, if I'd get it, I'd probably get the low sodium version. Um, like, I used to before, and I'm started up again where I'd try to drink a can of V8 a day. Um, and typically I go for the low sodium ones, but The regular size they only sell in a 6-pack, and there's 7 days in a week. But they sell the regular ones individually. I understand that. I really don't like the taste of regular V8 myself, because it's way too metallic tasting. But I like the low sodium variety, which is good because the low sodium variety is, you know, healthier. You're allergic to whole tomato. You know what? If you are allergic to tomato, I do not recommend V8. You're amazed such a drink, V8 has high sodium. Yeah, let me take a look. So this is a regular. Sodium 920 milligrams, which is 40% your sodium intake. Good Lord. Low sodium varietals, 200 milligrams. Yeah. Yeah, I prefer the low sodium. Sodium's good. So, sodium is, what allows your... Yeah, apparently a can of regular V8 has 40% of the sodium you need. That is a lot. Yeah, no, sodium's definitely good for you, but like everything, well, not everything, but like many things, the difference between medicine and poison is in the dose. And if for some reason everything else you consumed was low sodium, that would be fine. It would be perfect. The problem is that American food, unless you are producing it all on your own, is typically very salted. When I grew up, my my mother's mother lived with us, and she was a person who had a heart attack earlier in life, like in her 50s or so. They only gave her like 5 years to live. She lived another like 25, so you know, good for her. But one of the things about her diet was that she was on a low sodium diet. So growing up, because of the dietary needs of the house, we all ate low sodium. Um, so, okay, this is the place I want to be at. It's all good. Anyway, lights make you think of Blueprints. I watched Gara play a bit of that, and that seems like a very interesting game. Diet Snapple half and half tea lemonade. That sounds pretty good. I mean, I am always up for a good Arnold Palmer. You have a friend with chronically low sodium. Yeah. No, that makes sense. But yeah, I want to say, not for, like, any medical reason, but because I grew up in a low-sodium household, I'm rather sensitive to salt. Like, you only have to salt things a little bit for me and I'll be happy. I like salt. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not like, ooh, no, I can't have any salt. It's like, no, salt is good. Salt is tasty, but I only need a bit. I need a bit and I'm fine. Well, if that makes you happy, that's between you and your cardiologist. Okay, what am I doing wrong here? Aside from everything. At least I'm in the right building this time. Well, good having good blood pressure. I've got relatively high blood pressure. Always have. Okay, I know I need to go somewhere to, like, turn off the light. Been given a clean bill of health? That's good. Yeah, I need to, like, recheck mine. Absolutely. Your pulse is 111 a minute? That's, yeah. I'd say your ticker's going a little fast there, bud. Well, I mean, that's good. I guess my only concern is the fact that, you know, heart's a muscle and... It's one of those muscles you don't want to get tired. Okay, what am I doing wrong aside from everything? Absolutely. I mean, who will ensure all gets his pickles? Okay. Absolutely. Or Zeta Creations Flare. I mean, Zeta Flare. And if you get that reference, you are officially a gray muzzle furry. Glad to hear. How do I put this in the most Twitch safe way possible? Look up, Thor Silicone Horse. Okay, I need... All I'm saying is it's life size. extremely ambitious. Hello, you. Oh. Okay. One-to-one scale Optimus Prime. Well, it'd be more one-to-one scale human. Because I'm pretty sure a one-to-one scale of Optimus Prime would be, let's see here. Check out the wiki. Uh, 6.5 meters. Only. 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 So, as a furry, I have to ask the important questions. Does Starscream count as an aeromorph? I need to talk to my Transformers friends to figure that one out. Yeah, in the Michael Bay movies, I think he's like 50 or something. Ow! Starscream, well, would be, I guess, as much a robot as any Transformer. And Aeromorphs... I think are mechanical, but I think as much as mechanical as a transformer is. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. So, what's fascinating is finding the resources would be difficult, but we have the technology to build a Death Star. Because it's just making a laser really, really big. And essentially it would work not quite like the Death Star. It wouldn't blow it up, but it would just crack the crust of planets, letting the mantle and the core kind of do the rest. But Death Star is easy, aside from the material. Making a lightsaber, that's relatively impossible. Oh, absolutely. And honestly, even when people try to get pedantic about explosions in space, the Death Star would make a fireball. It wouldn't last that long, but the amount of atmosphere inside something that big, you'd be able to see it once it went up. I mean, it'd look like a nova. Small nova, but a nova. Hydrate, absolutely. And a stretch. Oh, absolutely. Building it, yeah, no, that's the problem. Yeah. which essentially is what they do in Marathon. So there's a new Marathon game, which isn't really Marathon because it's just sort of like a team shooter type thing. This is the direction I wanted to go. Okay. Effing hell, why am I so stupid? Well, have you looked at yourself, Gildy? Yes, that's why you're so stupid. That is true. The first one. Get rid of that. I think I made someone unhappy. Are you effing kidding me? Are you saying I had Matrix powers this whole time? Are you saying that the lantern I had was a crutch? Okay, I know you. I don't know you. Oh, I don't know you. I don't need those legs. Oh, you have got... Think there was a thing that showed this and that? Possibly. I just didn't know it would turn me into the one. Okay, this is new. But I need a lantern to... Oh. Hi. How we doing? Oh, oof, ouch, my bones. Have your spine adjusted by a something. What is the actual name of the owl? Pursuer. Okay. I mean, it's accurate. Leap from the lion's head. Fuck you! Hey, Simon. Music noise. Oh! Hi. I've got multiple slide reels. I don't think I've got access to those. Do I? Okay, planet. We look around. We are cute. We live in a virtual world. We set that down. We then enter... Okay. Well, I would have liked to have known that 5 minutes ago. Planet. This is our solar system, it looks like. We're having a meeting. We're all looking at our old home world. Everything's dour. We will build a virtual world. And we will live in cyberspace. Okay. Okay, that's still closed. This is telling me about cyberspace. Got it. That leads to a void. We aren't the champions? We are indeed Hearthians. But Hearthians are champions. Okay. No other stuff? Don't look like it. There is indeed no time for losers. Unsure if Digimon exists in the Elk simulations. Yeah. Okay. So was I just supposed to guess this bridge is here? Oh, hi. Just gonna stand there ominously. Yeah, super friendly. Here's a way to find out about the invisible bridges elsewhere. Well, it doesn't matter much. It's the end of the world as we know it. I don't know about you, but I feel fine. Hey, Gara. No, that's... Lag? Well, it's a good thing I decided to record this, although... Well... You did miss the fact that we found out how to escape into the Matrix by letting go of physical possessions. Shit, this is Buddhism. The Forbidden Archive. Kingdom with one of the vault seals. Contents been destroyed. That shows strange inhabitants congregated around strange green fire. Creation of simulated reality model after their home moon. Slide reel appears some sort of error report. Shows one of the strangers inhabitants dropping their artifact on the ground. Walking beyond its projection radius. Yes. Map I found in the abandoned temple reveals secret locations somewhere within the stranger. I wish you could let me look at this easier. There are more reels in the library. Okay, that one we found. Lantern and tricks, yeah. Tricks and traps. Perfect landing. Oh, Garno's tricks, good. Stay. Stay. I think that's an easy one for Gara. Just put her in a big, comfy chair, throw a few animal skins on her, and she will stay forever. Mwah! Ah. So, what can this place tell me about the Matrix? So, the Matrix tells me I'm not cisgender, but I think we knew that already. Hello? Oh, I was about to say those are jumping pedals? No. No. Matrix tells everyone that yes, what you do matters. Yeah, yeah. Possibly. So now I need a meme of Wesley and Buttercup with Wesley telling Buttercup people of their birth gender? I don't think they exist. Cis person jumps or tackles her. Am I insinuating that Carrie Elwes and Robin Wright are trans? I mean, I'm not. Oh, all bad things. I will use the Matrix for even. Well, thank you. Yeah, the elk decided wanted to give me a deep neck massage. It was really good. It got the kink out of my neck real good. They just were a little too enthusiastic about it. But it's all good. Yeah. Okay, I got to admit, however they did this is beautiful. I love how the lantern makes a bubble of reality around it. And you can see into it. You can't see out of it. Like that's simple. Because, like, while I'm here, everything is these textures and all of that. I step over, and they swap textures immediately. That's easy. The difficult thing is creating this sphere where all the textures remain that. Oh, like, look at that light. I know. I am easily amused. It's because I don't know programming that well. So when I see an instance of really good programming, I go, oh, that must be done by a smart person. Okay, I think... Well, we have been to the other side of that before. Oh yeah, definitely some trickery with shaders. You've been programming for like 30 years and yet to meet a smart person that does it? I mean, maybe. Okay. Tell me what you are with nothing. choice of building any kind of environment, the owls went with spooky, cozy swamp river. Yeah. Look, I'm not saying that Raph isn't a raven. I'm just saying that Raph would probably get along with the owls really, really well. Oh yeah, no, this is definitely trying to like recreate a home environment. Yep. Yeah. Okay, and we're gonna be kicked out in a few moments. There we go. So the next thing I want to do is check out the meeting without my lantern. Yeah, for some mysterious reason couldn't return to their home world. Which would I imagine mean one of, well, I'm guessing their ship's engines must have blown. Because it's definitely an observer or a scientist ship. And while, you know, I don't think I don't think these people are, like, hostile. I don't think they're here to, like, conquer. They just knew something was wrong with our sun, so they came over here and were like, what's going on? This is bad. What have the Nomai done here? Oh, no comment. Okay. Maybe I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it's because all the aliens in this game are absolutely cutie patooties. So I'm biased. But oh, the Nomai and the Owlks and even the Hearthians are kind of adorable. Alright, let me just get out of the water here. One, two, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, 7, 2, 8, 2, 9, 2, 10, 2, 12, 2, 13, 2, 14, 2, 15, 2, 16, 2, 17, 2, 18, 2, 19, 2, 20, 2. Oh yeah. True, the Nomai are here in the system to look for the point, the beginning. The eye, yep. The eye of the storm that is the universe. Which, admittedly, if I knew the coordinates of universe, or the universe's coordinates of 000, I'd want to go there. I'd love to see what is at the center of it all. Arguably, 000 will either be completely empty because it's spread all the matter around, or if we're in the middle of a great compression of the universe, it would be the densest thing in the universe because it's gathering all the atoms into one place. Oh, it would be a black hole. If it is... Oh, absolutely. Wrong one. I am an idiot. I mean, I'd say there's a fair amount of dumb luck. Okay. I know I call myself stupid predominantly as a defense mechanism because I always have a feeling that I should be doing more, and that has to deal with a lot of my background. But part of me always saying that I'm an idiot. I take it in the Socrates, I believe, method. When Socrates was speaking with the Oracle of Delphi, when he said, or, when she asked him, what do you know? And he responded with, I know nothing. So, in a way, that is also why I call myself an idiot, is so that I approach things without the idea that, or I try to approach things without the idea that, I know all about it. Yeah, the Socratic method. I mean, I have history. I have, my experiences, so whenever I approach something, I cannot say that I approach it wholly without, you know. Yeah, I certainly don't approach it wholly without information prior, but I do my best to avoid previous prejudices to inform me of what I see in front of me. Absolutely, to strive is wonderfully important. So, I mean, I am definitely coming at this as, you know, white person growing up in the United States who has not had a formal education, but from what little I know about Hinduism, um, maybe not a lot of it, but the idea that um, the Oversoul, the great god of existence, is using us as a way to experience everything. I'm like, yeah, no, that makes sense. Hi. So, is there anything around here? There is. Hello, open door. How do I get to you? Do I have to Tom and Jerry that? There's tricks for that. Tricksy tricks. Yeah. Trixie tricks are better than Trixie hobbits? Yeah. Well, luckily when they snap your neck, even then, all that they do is they wake you up. So, still a point towards they aren't inherently violent. I do have options and tricks. I mean, I have moderated forums, and trust me, if I had the ability to give trolls a quick, non-chiropractically approved neck alignment, I would. Not really. Oh yeah, no. I mean, this is creepy music, but I like it. Largely because I could totally hear this as being like the alien music in a Doctor Who episode. Okay, so what would happen if I just set you down there? Apparently, if I just set you down there, I get my neck snapped. Now I must learn the second trick. Okay. Which tower am I in, by the way? I'm in the first tower, which has a short time limit, which I believe this is the time limit. You know, I appreciate that this is part of the plot line. I kind of wish you could skip the flashback. Ooh, snacks. I mean, I have found fairies in the simulation. I haven't found any that I could control. Ooh, Pokeball. Well, Seth, now that you got one Pokeball, you're gonna have to catch them all. True, that would be helpful. An NYC Poke Rice? Yeah. Okay, so... There we go. Which Pokemon is my favorite Pokemon? Kadabra. Actually, it's a toss-up between Kadabra and Farfetch'd. And it's still there. Nice. Wait, I don't need a raft. Ninetales is good. Jigglypuff is cute. Kadabra's Pokedex creepy entry. Not familiar with that off the top of my head. I know Kadabra had to Roz likes Unpheasant. Interesting. I'm not familiar with that one. So I was confused why Kadabra was kicked out of like the card game and a bunch of the promotional materials for the longest time. And apparently it was a dispute with the psychic Uri Geller. Now, I was kind of confused because it's like, okay, they both, bend spoons with their minds. They both do like the whole psychic thing. Human boy with lots of psychic power went to sleep and woke up as a Kadabra. Nice. Okay, so, yes. Now, while I would normally agree Geller is just normally being an ass, the reason why they sued is because the Japanese name was Uri Geller. It was like, let me look up the Japanese name. Like, they literally just named it after him. And he took dispute with that. And you know what? That I can understand. Yeah, the Kadabra's Japanese name is Yungrerer. Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, I'd be down too, but I can understand, like, that's a personal call. Like, yeah, well, it's because this is Game Freak's first game. And, like, they weren't... Nurse Prep New Surgery was called Nurse Joy. Well, wouldn't that have been great, you know? That's cute. But yeah, so while I know Uri Geller has had some like really bad litigious kind of stuff before, like that's one where it's like, okay, you got something there. Even an ass has a purpose. Obstagoon's cute, but, you know, badger. Okay, I'm lost again. Then again, that could just be describing my everything. Am I gonna stream Bradley the Badger when it drops? Yes. Yes. One of these days, I really should play the first Shelters game. Where you play as a family of, I think, American Badgers. And if I'm going to do the first game, I should do the second game where you play as a family of lynxes. Hydrate, absolutely. Posture check, yep. Shelter. I am hydrating with water. But this one is Gatorade alkaline water. Unflavored, alkaline, electrolyte infused. Electrolyte infused for great tastes. pH of 7.5 or higher. 100% recycled plastic bottle. Yeah, I mean, luckily it's not super saline. I also very much do not recommend consuming straight saline. It probably wouldn't hurt you at all, but can't imagine it tasting good. Yeah, that stuff's just supposed to go right into your veins. Yeah, no. Saline has a lot less salt than ocean water. Like, even getting rid of the amount of poo in the ocean. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, if you've been to a dentist, they probably have given you a saline rinse, because it's relatively simple to do so. Yep. If you are going to drink water in a forest, make sure not only is it flowing, but try to make sure it's flowing over rocks. Rocks and sand would be ideal. Really, you should still be, you know, yeah, you should be boiling it. Yeah, no. Yeah, the physical filters don't get rid of all the wonderful microorganisms. You want to, you want to definitely boil that. Especially if it has things like amoeba larvae. You definitely want to boil away amoeba larvae because you don't want to head back to your state senator job and be all nice and happy and then decide that the best way for you to drive your car is to sit on top of it while it goes down a hill. I can't remember the Arizona state senator who that happened to, but yeah, got an amoeba in his nose while sleeping in or while swimming in Lake No, not Lake Pleasant. I want to say Lake Mead. In Arizona. Yeah, no, nature wants to kill you. But speaking of nature wants to kill you, my brain is toast. But I learned a lot. So let's see who's out and about. Code Lizard. Yeah, we haven't jumped to Code Lizard. Yeah, learned a lot. Learned how to enter the Matrix, which should be useful. And yeah, when we come back, folks, well, tomorrow we'll be back to a less cerebral science fiction. You know, this is more silent running, and Outer Worlds is a little more Star Wars. Both of them great sci-fi. Both of them approach at a very different angle. Have a good one, folks.